Welcome back, everybody. We are here with the winner of the Spring Splash here in sunny Los Angeles, California. Well, actually cloudy Los Angeles right now. But I'm here with Grandmaster John Burke, an exceptional talent. John, how does it feel to win the tournament?
It feels great. I mean, nothing else to say. It's been a while since I won a tournament and cleared first, so it feels awesome. Absolutely.
Wow. When was the last time?
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot. Clear first, it's been a while. I can't tell you. I've shared first recently, a few, but clear first, it's been a long time.
Oh man, okay. What were your ranks coming into the tournament?
I was the second seed.
Okay, you were second seed, so high expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Take us through the tournament a little bit. What was well, obviously the highest point is winning, right?
Yeah.
You had to win this last round, right, to get first, right?
Yes.
So what was the pressure like going into the round?
I didn't know really how to press the game because if I drew the game, I would still tie for first, most likely, if Christopher also drew. So the way I approached it is try to not do anything crazy. I had some good preparation for the game that I was ready to use, and once that appeared on the board, I felt pretty relaxed. I knew my position was good at the opening.
Yeah.
So from that point on, I just tried to remain steady, and it all worked out in the end.
Excellent. I like that approach. So you've won this event. Are you going back to St. Louis right after?
Yes.
So tonight?
Tomorrow. Actually.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Yes.
Taking a night. That's good. So tell everybody what you're currently working on right now.
So right now I'm a senior in college, and I'll be graduating in May. And after that, I hope to keep doing chess. I'm not fully set in my plans, but definitely I want to keep going with it. I don't want to ever quit or anything like that. I want to be as active as I reasonably can. And yeah, that's basically my plan for now.
What school are you currently going to?
Webster University.
Okay, so you're at Webster.
Yes.
Are you on the Webster team?
Yes.
What board do you play?
I can't tell you that.
Oh.
We have the Final Four coming up pretty soon, and I don't want to
Oh, you don't.
give any important info.
Oh, that's cool. What's the Final Four, just for people that don't know?
So the Final Four of college chess is, well, there's the Pan Am tournament, which is a Swiss tournament, and the top 4 teams that qualify from that move on to the Final Four, which normally takes place in April. So that's coming up soon.
And it's a team event, right?
Yes.
Okay, and how does it playing? Actually, this is kind of interesting. How does a team event compare to a Swiss event like this?
It's tough, especially in the Pan Am. It's match points. So if you win a match by 2.5 to 1.5, that's basically as good as 4-0, except for tie breaks.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different because you have to keep track of your teammates' boards, and if your teammates have really good positions, maybe you can play more safely. It's important not to get too distracted by it, but it definitely plays a little bit of a factor.
So there's more metagame then.
Yes, you can say that.
That's excellent. And you were a prodigy, right?
I don't want to call myself that. I mean, there are definitely people who are younger and stronger than I was at that age, like Abhimanyu Mishra and Chris Yu and many other people, but I was pretty good for my age.
Well, yeah, you're comparing yourself to some of the strongest juniors ever in American chess.
Yeah.
Well, can you at least give people a little bit of your resume?
A bit of my resume?
Yeah, your top accomplishments.
Okay, I guess what I'm proudest of is winning the U.S. Junior Championship.
So tell me some of your biggest accomplishments.
So I would say what I'm proudest of is winning the U.S. Junior Championship in, I think, 2020 or 2021. It was the year that, due to COVID, it was held online. It was a different format. It was rapid. And through that, I qualified for the U.S. Championship, and I did pretty well there as well. So that was definitely, I would say those 2 tournaments are, I guess, my fondest chess memories. And also, 2021 World Open, I tied for first. So that was also a good one for me. Yes.
I mean, those are some big wins. How was it playing? I mean, what was the experience like playing U.S. Championship?
It was definitely a big change for me because obviously I'd never faced consistently strong opposition of that nature before. So I didn't really know how it would feel going in. I tried to prepare my hardest, and I would say that once I got started, like the nerves went away and I felt comfortable and I felt like any other tournament. So it was really a great experience.
That's incredible. And do you think that there is a big difference in talent from a Swiss tournament like this to the U.S. Championship, or are they kind of more walled off as how they can maintain their rating?
You mean a big difference in talent between, like, say, players in this tournament?
Yeah.
I would say that obviously the players in the close tournaments, I mean, the elite tournaments are stronger, but you see a lot of young players, especially coming up through Swiss tournaments.
Yeah.
And you see, for example, a lot of Indian players in the post-COVID years. You see a lot of them shooting up in rating. So I wouldn't say there's like a huge gap as you may think. Of course, the elite players are stronger, but a lot of, especially young up-and-coming players who are coming up through Swiss tournaments, they can definitely play as well as the top players from time to time. But I would say that the top players are more consistent. That's the thing. You see flashes of brilliance sometimes from up-and-coming players, but what the top players have over them, in my opinion, is their consistency, and they'll very rarely just play like a very bad game.
Well, since you've played some of these top players, can you give any words of advice to any up-and-coming players?
I'm not sure. Just keep going with it and take the opportunities you can get. I think just play the strongest opposition possible. That's the best way to improve, even if it's like online. Like it's not online bliss. It's not the same as classical, but just find the strongest opponents possible, and that's the best way to improve.
Yeah, and so you mentioned that you want to keep going with chess. 1000 GM is dedicated to creating an ecosystem for players like you. What will you need to do it professionally?
I don't know. I think first of all I need to improve. I mean, the level that I'm at now, while good, is not probably enough to go full time. Like just only prize money, I'd say like the top 20 in the world are the only ones who can do that.
Yeah.
So probably that's not possible for me. But definitely the fact that these tournaments exist, that there are more coming up in the U.S. because traditionally you see a lot of American players travel to Europe because there are not enough strong tournaments here to play, especially playing the same Swiss tournaments over and over. Sometimes it's just not enough. But yeah, thanks to the work of you guys and also the St. Louis Chess Club, who keep bringing strong closed tournaments and strong Swiss tournaments to the U.S., it's definitely contributing a lot to helping young up-and-coming players develop more in the U.S. without having to travel a lot. Okay, yeah, and so, obviously you want to keep going with chess, but what are you going to do after you graduate from college? Oh my God! Don't. Again, you're putting me on the spot. Like, I don't know how to write out my whole life, my life plan here, my life story. You don't have to. You don't have to. Yeah. Well, right now I'm still gonna play chess. I'm doing things chess related, like I write articles for magazines. I'll get into some coaching. I used to do some of that. Lately, I haven't as much, but certainly I could get back into that. And then we'll see what happens from there. It really depends on this summer. We'll see how that goes. I'll play a lot of tournaments. If that goes well, maybe I'll stick with it, but there's a lot to be determined, I would say. I get it. You're at the end of college, yeah. I just want to graduate and that's it. Yeah. So then you mentioned coaching. Would you prefer not to coach, or would you want to have some balance? So the traditional wisdom is that if you coach, it takes a little bit away from your own improvement because you're kind of dividing your time between two separate things, especially if you have a lot of students. Some people are very good at balancing that, and some people aren't. I'm not really experienced with it, so if I did go into it, I wouldn't do like a full-scale thing where I'm like a full-time coach taking on many students at once, because then I would have no time to work on my own game. So if I did it, I would definitely have it a little bit more limited compared to some other people. Okay, that's fantastic. I appreciate that answer. And this is Talking Talent. We like to ask players about the top U.S. talent. Who would you say is the #1 talent in the United States? The whole country? Yeah. Oh my God. You gotta choose one, but you can give runners up too. Okay, well, I'm just gonna name a bunch of people that impressed me. Even some at this tournament, Abhimanyu, Christopher Yu, Dmitry Mardov has always impressed me a lot. For the older folks, I say old people, like Jeffrey, Sam Sevian. They're about 18, 19, 20. They're older than me by a year, so they're like 22. Oh, 22, okay, yeah. Wonder Liang, of course, is very strong. No, they're already 22, okay, I'm getting old. Even though Wonder is like in college and he claims to be like half retired, he's still very strong. But yeah, if you're looking for like the next generation of American talents, you can find them here, just the young people. Okay. And what do you think the top worldwide talent is? Definitely I would point to the Indians, Arjun, Gukesh, Nihal Sarin, Praggnanandhaa, all of those people. Also Uzbekistan, Abdusatorov, of course, Sindarov. So yeah, it seems like a lot of people are kind of coming up generationally. There's like a huge boom, and all these juniors are getting strong at once. So it's cool to see. Okay, well that's fantastic, John. I know you're pretty tired from the event, so thanks for joining us on the show. Any last words of, any last kind words for 1000 GM? Sure, yeah. Thank you so much for having this tournament and providing great conditions and accommodating the players so well. In fact, a couple of my teammates at Webster played in the previous one, and I heard good things about it, so that was part of the reason why I decided to come here. So yeah, just you're doing great things for chess in the US, and keep it up. All right, thanks a lot, John. Thanks for joining us. Thank you.